Hello there. If you're watching this, I'm willing to bet that you've been on a recovery journey, and it's probably been a lot tougher than you thought it would be. You've been doing the work, following all the advice, but you still feel like you've just hit a wall. And that is so frustrating. I want you to know that feeling is 100% valid.
Does that sound familiar at all? Maybe you're wrestling with pain that just doesn't seem to quit, or a weakness that's holding you back, or mobility issues that are literally keeping you from living your life. You are definitely not alone in this. And today, we're going to talk about a new path forward. Whether it's that lingering weakness after a surgery, or the really unique challenges of pelvic floor issues, or even neurological impairments that make the simplest movements feel like a huge effort. These are real, and they are difficult obstacles. And you know what? They often share a common root: muscles that just aren't firing the way they need to. And get this, here's a little biological fact that can make recovery feel like a constant uphill battle. After we turn 30, we can naturally lose 3 to 5% of our muscle mass every single decade. So this makes rebuilding our strength after an injury or a surgery that much harder. It's not just you, it's a natural process that we have to find a way to overcome. But what if there was a way to break through that barrier, to activate and rebuild muscle on a level that your body just can't achieve on its own? Well, today, we're going to talk about a breakthrough technology that is an absolute game changer for recovery. It's called Hi-FEM. That stands for High-Intensity Focused Electromagnetic Technology. Now, I know that sounds really complex, but the idea behind it is actually incredibly simple. It uses a powerful but totally gentle and safe magnetic field to create these deep, strong muscle contractions from the outside. Okay, so let's get into how this actually works. Think about it. When you do something like a crunch, your brain sends a signal down through your nervous system. But that signal has limits. You can only ever activate a certain percentage of your muscle fibers at one time. What Hi-FEM does is it completely bypasses your nervous system and stimulates the motor neurons directly. And the result? It achieves what's basically a 100% muscle fiber contraction, something that is physically impossible for you to do on your own. And that right there, that gets to the absolute core of why this technology offers so much hope. It's not just another exercise machine. It's a way to re-educate and rebuild your muscles from the ground up, reaching a potential that was just out of reach during a normal recovery. So how in the world does this incredible level of activation turn into real strength and real function? Come on, let's geek out a little on the science of what's happening deep inside the muscle. The contractions that Hi-FEM creates are called supramaximal. It's a great word, right? It just means they are above or supra what is maximally possible through your own effort. The machine delivers these pulses so fast that the muscle literally has no time to relax, forcing it into this intense state of work that stimulates profound change. And listen, this isn't just theory. It's backed up by hard data. MRI studies have shown a really significant average increase of 15.4% in abdominal muscle thickness after a series of treatments. We're talking about measurable, visible changes in the muscle itself. And all that data, it translates into real-world results. Dr. Mohammed Abdulhamid, a neurosurgeon, he says it perfectly. He's seen patients who struggled for years finally regain strength and mobility that traditional therapy alone just couldn't give them. This is about giving people their lives back. So what does all this science mean for your recovery? Well, it means we can re-educate muscles that have kind of forgotten how to fire correctly. It means we can increase blood flow to promote healing, we can relax those painful muscle spasms, and we can prevent the muscle wasting or atrophy that happens when you're injured. And ultimately, it means improving your range of motion so you can move freely and without pain again. Now, let's look at how we can apply this amazing technology in a completely integrated way, especially for something as critical as your core stability. This is what we call our core-to-floor approach. So many people just don't realize how deeply connected the abs and the pelvic floor really are. They're a team. They work together as a system. In fact, a staggering 60% of women with diastasis recti, that's abdominal separation, also have a pelvic floor disorder. You just can't effectively treat one without considering the other. So this brings us to the core-to-floor solution, and it's beautifully simple. First, we use Hi-FEM to strengthen and rebuild the abdominal muscles. Next, we use a specialized Hi-FEM therapy to reactivate and strengthen the pelvic floor muscles.
And by treating them both together, we restore the entire system, getting right to the root cause of instability, leakage, and weakness. As orthopedic surgeon Dr. Eugene Liu says, this is all about improving stability so people can get back to doing what they love. Whether that's playing with your kids, getting back to a sport, or just moving through your day without that constant pain. Restoring that function is everything. The most important thing I want you to take away from all this is that you do not have to accept being stuck. That frustration, those limitations, that does not have to be your new normal. There is a path forward, and it's one that combines expert guidance with technology that can help your body heal in a much more profound way. At the end of the day, this whole approach is about so much more than just managing your symptoms. It's about true restoration. It's about giving you back your function, and when we do that, we renew your hope for what's possible in your life. So, could this be the missing piece in your recovery puzzle? If you're ready to explore how these advanced solutions can help you move past your limitations and build a stronger foundation for your health, we really encourage you to learn more. A brand new chapter in your recovery can start today.